Hi besties, welcome to the Bliss Mindset Personal Training channel. I'm Leah Bliss, helping you live your best life, mind, body, and soul. Go ahead, like and subscribe to this channel for more tools, tips, and tricks on how to live your best life. You may find yourself asking, what is mindset personal training anyway? Well, Bliss Mindset Personal Training is a one-on-one coaching and training program that exists to give women the confidence to live their best lives, mind, body, and soul. This is achieved through one-on-one coaching and strategies that give you a personalized guide to creating your best life on your own terms. And where did it even come from? I spent a lot of years being very, very, very lost. It really all stemmed from a low sense of self-esteem. I was the queen of fake it till you make it. I could walk into a room, talk to anybody, and because I'm personable, people always assumed that that was attached to high amounts of self-confidence. Well, let me tell you what, that is not true. Just because someone seems self-confident doesn't mean that they are. And I struggled a lot with the belief in myself that I could give myself the best life, that I believed that I could live my dream life on my own terms and have everything I ever wanted. That low self-esteem trickled out into all the other relationships. Ill-fated romantic relationships, toxic friend groups, frenemies. I had never had enough money. I wasted so much time and never really felt connected with my spirituality. Back in my early 20s, a miracle happened and I picked up Gabby Bernstein's first book called Add More Ing to Your Life. You know, like laughing, dancing, creating, building. You get the idea. And so I really got into the whole self-help, self-development realm of things. Right after my divorce, I went through a 6-month personal training course where I was able to learn a bunch of tools and take on some things, learn about myself, and really heal from that emotionally traumatic experience. I spent the next 6 months being trained on how to coach those principles, and it was amazing. I loved every second of it. I just felt so impassioned, and I knew that it was something that I wanted to implement into my life for the rest of my life. But like what happens to all of us in our early 20s, we get caught up in the ego and fear. The ego being all of that self-doubt. I was still struggling from that lack of self-esteem, the belief that I could do anything with my life, and I let fear take the wheel. A lot of my decision making was reactive to the fear, the fake news that I was letting myself believe about myself. About a year after my son was born, I decided to invest in a personal trainer. I felt terrible about myself on the inside and I looked terrible on the outside. Thank you, everyone who loved me through that phase. But when I signed up with my personal trainer, things really began to change. I loved the approach that she took. It's a coaching team of bodybuilders and powerlifters that are all for women. And my personal trainer had weekly check-ins. We worked together one-on-one in the gym. But really what mattered the most was that I had to keep a journal of everything that was going on. Not only the food that I was eating and the exercises that I was doing, but I was also able to track my growth, my strength, how much weight I was losing, what I was able to do with my body, and not only the physical changes, but the internal changes. I was able to see how my mood changed and that I was in control of the way that I felt. A few years later, I had definitely had some success and learned some lessons, changed a lot of behaviors, but I was still not totally out of that ego and fear cycle. Until one day, chatting with a friend, she informed me she was going to be making a huge career change. She was going to be going from the beauty industry to becoming a computer programmer. And it rocked my world for some reason. I was in the right mindset. I was open to the spiritual lesson that was really being taught there. And I saw her making these decisions to change her life, to get her life to where she wanted it. And something inside me just clicked. It all came together, and I thought, I need to start doing that. I need to look at the rest of my life and decide how I want to live it. I had gone through all these trainings and done all of this research and had learned so much about the self-help community that it was almost dumb for me to not have figured it out before now. And you think, I'm smart, I'm a smart human, I should know that these things matter. But I think my mortality caught up with me in that moment, and my future and the decisions that I was making, all of a sudden, I really wanted to take them more seriously. So things began to fall into place. I started implementing the tools. I eliminated a lot of the toxic relationships out of my life. I gained a phenomenal, a beautiful and amazing group of women to love and support me. My romantic life became fantastic. I started putting myself first, but I was still stuck in a job, and I still didn't see the future that I wanted being the result of the decisions and the path that I was on. But I was having all of this success, and I wanted that success to keep going, right? Success motivates us towards more success. So even though I didn't feel ready, I went ahead and made the decision to hire a mindset business coach. Working with that coach was amazing. I still work with her today. She has been such a huge impact and really helped me put things into place. I knew that I'd always wanted to work with women. I'm the oldest of 5 girls. I love helping women. I love that big sister responsibility. I knew that I had a toolbox full of ways to help learn and grow. I had implemented a lot of these into my life and seen success in them already. I knew that I could start teaching other women how to implement these lessons into their lives and see success for themselves. Finally was in a place where I had support and guidance and a team behind me, people who really believed in me. And what really mattered is that I started believing in myself. I shifted that mindset from who am I to be successful to who am I not to live the life of my dreams. I deserve every happiness. Yes, I was happy enough before. I could have lived a pretty good life, but I want to live the best life. And that's what I want to share with everyone. So I put together a program with all of the things that I had learned. And I remembered the experience that I'd had with my personal trainer, how attentive she was and how it was so personalized. And there were so many other aspects besides just the physical that came together to create that ultimate happiness. And I knew I wanted to mirror that experience, but for the internal change. And so I launched Bliss Mindset Personal Training, started taking on clients, and I've never been happier. I am seeing my clients change their lives right before my very eyes. I am watching people take the tools that may seem difficult to implement at first and really putting them into practice into their daily lives and seeing their best lives come forth, seeing that wealth, joy, and ease that we all want to have more of in our lives. Bliss Mindset Personal Training is a one-on-one coaching and training service that really shows women that their best life is easily attainable. Bliss Mindset Personal Training exists to help women move from confusion, stress, and fear to clarity, joy, and passion. And it's my passion that really drives it. And it's your passion for your best life that's going to get you the results. I love sharing these videos on my tools, tips, and tricks on how to live your best life. I hope you are enjoying them. If there's anything that you want to see more of, if you've got questions, definitely go ahead and comment below. If you're interested in chatting and learning more about coaching with me one-on-one, I will put a link in the description to my calendar where you can sign up for a free 30-minute call. They're super simple, they're really fun. We just chat and get to know each other, see if it's a good fit or not. As always, if you have friends that would benefit from videos like these, please share them. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see y'all real soon.